House hunting is exciting, but it can also feel overwhelming. If you have ever bought or sold a house, you will know that it is one of the most stressful things you will ever do. Finding your dream home is difficult, and when you finally do, it is one of the most amazing feelings. Today we are sharing tips on how you can avoid stress and stay sane during house hunting in Kampala. Welcome to Real Estate Hub. Please subscribe and press the notification bell to be notified when we upload. Number 1. Consider your budget before you start looking for houses or apartments. As a house buyer, you need to have a clear understanding of what you are willing to spend and what you can afford. If you are putting an offer on an older house, we advise to get an expert opinion on what additional works may cost to carry out the necessary changes that you may be planning. I know this sounds obvious, but it is so easy to get carried away when browsing houses on internet and seeing amazing properties that are available and imagining yourself in a new gorgeous home. This can tempt you to increase your budget or even worse, fall in love with a home you will not be able to afford. Number 2. Choosing your location. You need to get a positive vibe from the area that you are looking at. As a prospective buyer, what amenities are nearby and which are most important to you? Are they shops, schools, sports clubs, hospitals, pubs, or restaurants? When choosing somewhere to live, you must consider the distance you have to commute each morning to work or to school. Consider doing a trial commute during rush hour to get a gauge of traffic during busy periods. Number 3. Make a priority list. A solution to deal with stress when buying a home is to have a priority list. You need to sit down and decide what your minimum requirements are. For example, how many bedrooms or bathrooms that you need. And think ahead if you are planning to have kids in the future or any frequent guests. Consider your must-have features on the list. Once done with this list, give it to your buyer's agent and begin searching online for homes that match your priority. Once you start house hunting, you need a new list to compare the various pros and cons of each property that you view before deciding. Factors to consider include storage, number of bedrooms and toilets, parking, ambience, and probably the most important factor, location. Number 4. Get yourself a trusted buyer's agent. A buyer's agent is a real estate agent who represents you, the buyer. A good buyer's agent will help you conduct the search, send you new properties as they come on market, take you around to do walkthroughs, and manage the bidding process and any negotiations. In sum, a good buyer's agent will create order out of chaos. Number 5. Work with your partner. If you are jointly buying property with your partner, it is essential to be open and not cause conflict. While stress levels are high, people can end up fighting over little things. It is important that you do not let resentment build up between you and your partner. In this case, communication is one of the best ways in which you can deal with stress between you and your partner while house hunting. Number 6. Get outside support. I know it can be difficult to ask for help, but it's impossible to know everything, and looking at prospective homes can be a bit overwhelming. Any outside advice is very, very helpful. Different people notice different things, and having someone with you to keep you level-headed and give you a second opinion is invaluable. Number 7. Know your facts and allow yourself time. Learn everything about the process. What happens when? What are the average house prices? How does the buying process work? What other costs will be involved? The more information you have, the less stressed you'll be. Knowing what steps happen when before you start out is definitely the best way to keep your stress levels at minimum. Just don't rush. If you can, Start looking for a house in advance because this is far better. Number 8. Keep calm and don't get trapped by the fear of missing out. Admittedly, keeping calm is much easier said than done. Buying a house is an emotional process and it is difficult to stay level-headed, but it is the best way to make rational decisions. Try to take a step back and view things objectively. Look at the facts and figures and try to push any feelings you may have to one side to keep you more focused. Instead of focusing on the problems with the houses that you view, you should concentrate on the opportunities that are present with the new home. Number 9. Don't settle for a property you are not sure of. You absolutely need to have a good gut feeling about the property that you are bidding on. There is no point in trying to purchase a house if you are not fully sure it is the right one for you. If you end up with a house that you are not fully happy with, you are only going to be on the hunt again shortly. Not only will there be stress of looking for a new house, but you will also have to sell your existing home. At the end of the day, a house is an investment. You are not just buying a home. You are also spending a huge amount of money on something, and you have to make sure that it is being spent wisely. Last but not least, always remember that there are houses out there. It may not seem like it at the time, but there are other houses out there. Losing out on your dream home because of various reasons is never going to be easy. Always keep that in mind and don't forget that the next one could be it. Waiting is definitely the hardest part of the whole process. Waiting to find the perfect home can be difficult. However, use that time to sort all of the necessary paperwork and contemplate on how you want to design and decorate the interior. Well, that's all we have for you today. We hope these tips will help you navigate the house hunting process, save you money, and avoid common mistakes. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the notification bell to be notified whenever we upload. Be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms. Stay tuned for more videos.